John Spanos, the president of football operations of the Chargers, the only one with courage in the family to talk to the media. 1934, Carl Hubbell of the New York Giants struck out 5 Hall of Famers in a row. Good morning. It's 37 degrees out here at Torrey Pines. Now, they don't tee off till 9 a.m. this morning, and they're very, very interested to see how warm it's going to get. Once the sun comes up, it's obviously going to take the chill off. Baseball royalties here. So are the flags, and so are the big bats. World Baseball Classic has come to Petco Park. Team USA ready to play Wednesday night, Game 1 of their series against Venezuela. People in baseball are saying prayers for Padres legendary pitcher, broadcaster, and ambassador Randy Jones. He's confirmed he's fighting throat cancer after years of use of chewing tobacco and smoking cigars. The AHL San Diego Gulls are a raging success. Crowds of 12,000. San Diego State has a great tradition in athletics from the Marshall Faulk era when they averaged 50,000 fans per game. Vicious criticism here, a fast-developing soccer story, blowouts in the NFL, and a baseball tragedy. John Spanos, the president of football operations of the Chargers, the only one with courage in the family to talk to the media, has come to the defense of his father. He says the blistering criticism leveled against Dean Spanos is misguided. I think that's wrong to blame the city and the voters for the L.A. move. He's in the minority as a second week of scathing comments nationwide are surfacing directed at ownership. Chargers Park right now resembles a war zone.
Dean Spanos made a bad decision, and he will regret it.
The ownership, unfortunately, has been a problem during this whole process. The sun has crested, and it appears our long civic nightmare is over.
I hate this day. You know, it's just... for me and my family, it's a big thing.
3 hours after the Chargers issued a 7-sentence statement and the owner left the team facility to head to Los Angeles, San Diego leaders stood strong in condemnation of Dean Spanos. Mayor Kevin Faulkner.
We're going to be fine. And the Chargers made the wrong choice. San Diego is a great city, and I'm certain that they will come to regret this decision.
The Chargers are gone, soccer may be coming, and a huge reward for Aztecs football. San Diego-based FS investors today unveiled plans for a 30,000-seat privately financed stadium for an MLS expansion franchise and a new home for the Aztecs. The blueprint involves ending the flow of red ink at the aging Qualcomm site, all without the use of taxpayer money.
We're trying to bring the world's most popular sport to one of the world's greatest cities. So let's introduce a lot more professional soccer.
The history of hockey in San Diego is one of success. From Willie O'Ree and the original San Diego Gulls of the Western Hockey League, to Andre Lacroix and the World Hockey Association's San Diego Mariners, to the reincarnation of the Gulls and all the Walker Cup victories and trophies in East Coast Hockey League, to what we have right now. The AHL San Diego Gulls are a raging success. Crowds of 12,000 at the Valley View Casino Center. Ducks officials knew they had the potential to sit on a gold mine when they put the franchise here.
I think that our fan base has shown that they love hockey, and they love winners, and they love competitive hockey, and we're offering all 3 of those right now. So since January, every weekend game has had over 10,000 fans. So I don't see that changing, especially when we get into the playoffs and the beards start coming out.
San Diego State has a great tradition in athletics from the Marshall Faulk era when they averaged 50,000 fans per game to the Kawhi Leonard basketball era where going to the NCAA tournament happened with regularity to what they might be about to do now.
To get talented football players to come here, they have to see stability in the program. They've got to know what they're coming into, and they got to believe that it's going to be there the whole time, or they won't come here. If they don't fit our personality, we don't get them.
Baseball Padres third baseman Yonder Solarte was given baseball's Tony Canigliaro Award for Spirit in Boston last night. He had a career-best 286, 16-homer season while his wife was losing a battle against cancer. The Padres gave him a 2-year contract extension with options. Padres players put their arms around Solarte last August when his wife passed. He and manager Andy Green told CW6 about the experience.
Muy contento con todo, agradecido.
Coming back and having that support meant a ton, just being here with my teammates, knowing that, and a lot of that factored into my thinking coming back here, knowing that I'd be here, I could play here calmly and know that I have this family here and be able to do that. I can tell you that it was the very difficult moment.
And, I think playing baseball for him was cathartic after all that he went through. He had the opportunity to, go on a baseball field and for a while forget all the difficulty his family had been through, and I think baseball provided that for him, and we as a Padre family provided that for him, and he's deeply loved in this clubhouse, he's deeply respected, and I know he feels that.
Hacksaw Hamilton, you know this game well, you know the history of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game well. Let's talk about some of the past.
Yeah, this all started in 1933 as an experiment around the Chicago World's Fair. There's no video of that game that Babe Ruth hit the game-winning home run. But the very next year, 1934, Carl Hubble of the New York Giants struck out 5 Hall of Famers in a row in that All-Star game. Now, you'll remember the names Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox. From Hubble's accomplishment, then came the rest of the success of the All-Star game. Ted Williams in 1941, just before he went off to war, hit .406 that season. Hit a game-winning home run in the bottom of the 9th inning for the American League. It was amazing. And then in 1999, baseball celebrated the team of the century. Ted Williams, Fenway Park, Tony Gwynn was there with him. Teddy Ballgame was in a wheelchair. It was a phenomenal snapshot for a lifetime. People in baseball are saying prayers for Padres legendary pitcher, broadcaster, and ambassador Randy Jones. He's confirmed he's fighting throat cancer after years of use of chewing tobacco and smoking cigars. Jones, the first great pitcher in Padre history, Cy Young Award winner, has become a spokesman for the club, doing charity events in the community as well as broadcasting. The news about Randy Jones' throat cancer comes on the heels of the horrible death of Padre Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn, who died of cancer to the mouth because of years of using dip. It's absolutely amazing when you walk through the Padres clubhouse after the death of Tony Gwynn. You still see canisters of chewing tobacco in players' locker stalls as well as on tables. Despite the message of baseball, despite the fact it's banned in minor league baseball, major league players still use it.
Hacksaw Hamilton is out there in the cold at the Farmers Insurance Open this morning. And how are you feeling at 6:23?
Hey, good morning. It's 37 degrees out here at Torrey Pines. Now, they don't tee off till 9 a.m. this morning, and they're very, very interested to see how warm it's going to get. Once the sun comes up, it's obviously going to take the chill off. They hope it'll be 50 degrees by the time they tee off, starting right at 9 a.m. The big storyline, obviously, as you talked about, was Tiger Woods. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he holds up. He played one tournament in December. He played 3 days in the Bahamas. He finished in last place, but that was just to knock the rust off. But today, Tiger starts playing for real. Baseball royalties here, so are the flags, and so are the big bats. World Baseball Classic has come to Petco Park. Team USA ready to play Wednesday night, Game 1 of their series against Venezuela. Managed by former Pirates bench boss Jim Leyland.
To see this thing unfold and see the great players from all the countries, I mean, this is what it's about. Let's play the best, let's line them up, and let's have fun. And, I don't know if it's a total true sense of who the best is. I mean, I don't know if anybody could ever say that for sure, but I mean, it's an honor, and it's like I said, I've worn a lot of jerseys. I've never worn one like I'm wearing now.
Who's here? A cavalcade of all-stars from all of Major League Baseball. Buster Posey representing Team USA along with Giancarlo Stanton. Jose Bautista, Nelson Cruz from the Dominican Republic. Miggy Cabrera leads Venezuela. Yadier Molina leads Puerto Rico. The atmosphere in Miami and Tokyo and in Mexico has been phenomenal. That's what everybody is talking about, led by the assistant to the baseball commissioner, former Yankee manager Joe Torre.
You wear, say, a Yankee uniform against a Red Sox uniform, which is contentious to begin with, but when you have, USA and you have, Venezuela, Dominican, it takes on a whole different level of, of competition and anxiety, and you're playing for more than just winning the game. It's representing your country.
It all starts for Team USA on Wednesday night against Venezuela. Part Mardi Gras, part baseball. flags, eat, drink, and be merry, and enjoy the games. Covering the World Baseball Classic from Petco Park, Lee Hamilton, CW6 Sports.